New England, preseason, January, February is always a challenge. There's going to be days where you're stuck inside. There's going to be days where it's snowing. We've practiced in 2 inches of snow. We've practiced in freezing rain. We've practiced inside. So we just try to keep it positive, and we still get better every single time we practice, whether it's inside, whether it's on a smaller piece of turf outside, or whether we're just watching film because we don't have access to outside or inside. But every day we're just trying to get better.
55 to shoot. Larson around, shovels, he scores! Noah Larson! He wins it for Saint Anselm! Oh my!
I think the biggest thing that we get out of last year in the NCAA tournament, and even playing in another conference championship game, which the NE10 I think is one of the best conferences in the country, so to make it to an NE10 championship game is definitely an accomplishment. We've now played in 2 of the last 3 NE10 championship games that have been played, so that's something that's been good for the experience of our guys. Being able to play in an NE10 championship game, being able to play in 2 NCAA tournament games gives our returners a lot of experience. They've played in big games, they've played against the best in the country multiple times. So I think that's something that we're learning, we're leaning on this year is the experience we gained last year. What we need to do better, what we did that we had success with, and I think it's also motivated guys and pushed guys. Sometimes you have success, you might not do the same things, but I think our guys have used that success to continue pushing forward, to continue working really hard, and continue to work towards our goals. It's always good to be nationally ranked. It helps us, again, with recruiting and things like that. I don't think myself, our coaches, or our guys pay too much attention to it. It brings a little bit of added pressure, but every team's going to bring their best against you. They want to knock us off. They're going to bring the intensity and the energy. It's a big game every time they play us. So I think it brings that, but definitely not pressure. We're more focused on, putting a resume together that's going to allow us to be in the postseason for the NE10 and hopefully in the postseason for the NCAA tournament. So I don't think rankings necessarily put any added pressure. They're good for recruiting, like I said, and other things, but it's not something that we're focused on or really concerned with. Those rankings don't matter. When regional rankings and things like that come out, those are the rankings that we want to be in. Yeah, we want to play a challenging schedule. I think that's something that we're lucky enough to play in the NE10, and it's, like I said, one of the best conferences in the country. You're going to be challenged every single week. The challenge of playing those games in the regular season is going to prepare you for the postseason. That's one of the reasons why I think the NE10 has had so much success outside of our conference in the NCAA tournament. 5 years, the North has been owned by the NE10, and I think a big reason for that is just how challenging the regular season is, and then you do it all over again in the NE10 tournament, and then by the time these teams get to the NCAA tournament, they're prepared for the challenges that you face from other teams that you haven't maybe played during the regular season. But we'll find out what we're made of. It'll help us figure out what are the things we're doing that we can continue to do to have success, what are the things we need to change, and so we're excited for the challenge that lies ahead. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,